one of the sponsors of the podcast is Back to Basics. So Back to Basics putting mirrors designed by Grant Field.
Oh, yeah. I've got one of those.
Yes, you got one, have you? Got the Back to Basics putting mirror. It's fantastic. So it's got the 15-degree arc on it. So in the Back to Basics putting segment, have you got something for us that you can share with us in regards to potentially how you use the mirror and what exercises or putting drills do you have that you use?
So obviously the biggest thing for mirrors is, checking shoulder and eye alignment. That's your first key. So for me, I've always struggled with alignment with my putting. Like, it's just every time I putt shit, that's where I always go to. I'm always, putter face is shut and aiming a little left of where I think I'm aiming. So the mirror for me has always been that tool for me. I get on the mirror, making sure what square is. What happens with me sometimes, I get a little outside the line on the way back with the putter. It's just something I've always done as a kid. So to be honest with you, what I do on that mirror is I use every single one of those fucking holes in there as tees. So like,
really,
I deck the whole thing out. Like I talked earlier today on this podcast about being simple. You look at my mirror and that is far from simple. But it's just, but honestly, it really is. It's, if I can, like when I'm on that mirror and I'm missing every single tee, I know I'm stroking it good, and that's it. And then I go and do my holing drills and get my reps up. But yeah, no, like that mirror is great. And what was because it was awesome for me because it's got that arch.
Yeah. Because
I'd go outside a little bit. It's the same kind of. I got the same crap with my swing and stuff like that, but because except on the way I'm on the way down. But with the arc, I'll go a little out to the outside, and I'll be like, when I see where that line is, it's like, man, that feels like I'm whipping it really hard in the inside, and I'll just keep putting until I miss the tees. I remember Pato got me that Back to Basics putting mirror at the Australian Open at Kingston Heath and. Where was it? Kingston Heath and Victoria. And it was hilarious. We got back to the hotel after I was putting terrible, and I made the first cut, but I mean, it was probably one of the worst. Whoever's idea was it to make a double cut that week are fucking kidding themselves, right? That was horrendous. And anyway, so I make the first cut and miss the second cut. So we make the first cut, we go back to the room, and I was, I just could not hole a freaking putt. And so we got back and we got the tees out, and I was hitting nearly every tee on the way through. I was just going bink, 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 bink. And it was, like, I literally had to feel like I was like putting like this, like whipping it so far on the inside because I was so outside the line. And but yeah, no, that's been my mirror. That's been my mirror ever since. I mean, you see how good Cam Smith putts. I mean, he's the man. He's doing good with that. So I had to get on that wagon.
Oh, I'm glad, mate. Well, the Back to Basics putting sponsors will be absolutely pleased that you've got one of those in the bag. So if you want to, it brings us to the end of the Back to Basics putting segment there. Harrison talking about how he uses the mirror with the tees, which is a fantastic way. It's got holes in it. You can put the tees upside down if you're indoors. You can put the tees in through the mirror as well when you're on the putting green. Helps it kind of stay stable as well at the same time. If you want to get one of those, discount code is below TM15. Get you 15% off the discount off the mirror itself. Support those who support the Golf Coach podcast.